Welcome back, everyone, to the wonderful, wacky world of Hades. The last time I played Hades was literally when I was streaming last, so let's just get right into it. There's a lot of motherfuckers we gotta talk
My
to.
task began immediately following reports that Kronos found a way to gain the upper hand against Olympus. We just didn't know which sort of way. But now I think I do. Your sisters, the three fates. He got them, didn't he? Is that why you're here?
You ask while making clear to me that you already know. I ought to have been there when it happened. Perhaps the fates knew I lacked the strength to protect them, so they protected me.
The Fates are like the most powerful beings in universe.
How did he find them? What does he want from them?
I don't know how he found them. Few beings with knowledge of their whereabouts exist. As to what he wants from them, and this is a conjecture of my own, surely he'll try to influence their weavings from here on.
Oh.
He kidnapped them? What's going on with the Fates? And Hecate's not here. What's going on with that?
For more.
Odysseus, my boy.
You would make your way up to the mortal realm. Once you were ready and the situation called for it. Well done.
Yeah, and the air immediately beat my ass on Odysseus.
She warded the pathway there until such time as I had the means to pass through. But the climate on the surface is another matter.
Your underworld birthright stuff getting in the way? A curse, not just a blessing, it would seem. Well, if your witchery got you this far, surely it can aid with this predicament.
Yeah, I gotta level up. I know.
That's the plan.
I know, Odysseus. I gotta level up.
Live and thrive.
Let's plant some shit. And then we have to respect them. We have to respect them.
Take all the time you require.
Thank you, Mother Nature, for everything you're giving me.
You've all the nourishment you need.
She's given some affirmations to these plants. I need like a... Is there like a Melanoia audiobook where she just repeats affirmations to you on your daily commute? Because
Can I suppress
I need
my
that shit.
illness on the surface?
I see a lot of motherfucking shit
Jot
we
it
gotta
down.
keep making. We can make something here, actually. Let's make this. I don't know what the hell a shadow extraction is,
Power
but
to change.
let's extract a shadow.
Covered up. Cooking away for
Oh,
now.
it's gotta cook for 12 times, whatever that means. Anything I want to update here? I honestly don't think so. This is gonna require too much brain power. I just want to get to beating shit up. I'm here to fight shit. Let's pick a new weapon. I like this weapon. We'll pick Vivid Sea because Poseidon. You know, I don't want him to feel left out. Alright, let's talk with him.
How's it going with that giant mutt? Still up to no good in the morning fields? He's probably just
Cerberus is like the easiest boss, you know, relative skill-wise so far, you know. I think I have the best win-loss ratio against him, Shalamius, so don't talk smack to me.
I've been able to break him free of whatever's taken hold of him there, though the affliction seems to keep coming back.
That figures. He was the dreaded guardian of the gates. What, you think he'd let you pass just a one time, then never try to block you again?
I was hoping he would, yes.
Some real useless ass some real useless dialogue reaction dialogue. I feel like I don't like this weapon, dude. This weapon is so freaking like weak, I feel like. Maybe it's not fair to this weapon to just call it weak, but this seems very weak to me. But let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. We can reap some bones.
I was born for this.
We can come back if we're not doing well.
I was born for this.
I need this game session right now, man.
Trusty elder brother, you found him in one piece. I feared Hades would end up much like Kronos did once we were through with him way back. But Kronos simply chained him up in Tartarus. That's rather twisted, actually.
Damn, Poseidon, he's got the serious face going on. He's not smiling. This is some serious shit, y'all. I like this. What the hell is froth, man? it just does damage. I don't really care about that. Sprint. Hit the first foe I run into. I think I like this, man. Just being able to, like, keep some AoE. That is the whole point of this weapon, is AoE, or, you know, is range. So I feel like something that allows me to keep range is good. Nothing like after a long week just coming and destroying some level 1 slimes, man. Really just, you know, really gets some frickin' stress out of your brain to just obliterate some MFers who have no chance against you. Hermes, I honestly feel like I want the health. I know boons are really good, but I honestly don't really... I feel like Hermes, he's like, yeah, you have like plus 0.5% sprint speed when you're activating your cast. And it's like, I'm sorry, but I don't really notice that difference, man. I will notice 25 health, though. And the Daedalus Hammer is so good. Also, I feel like I gotta be a little bit more careful in the environment. Make sure I'm not skipping anything. There's that. That's good. Nothing like a good old level 1 fight to get you back in practice. Did any words I just say make any sense? Absolutely not. But fuck it, we're live. Channel your attacks. What does channel mean? Alright, that's interesting. Attacks split in 2. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? They split in 2? I honestly would rather have this, though. Like, speed.
My flames ignite.
Maybe it splitting in 2 would actually, like, you know, double my speed, because I'd be attacking twice as fast, but... Give me the flat 20, man. I don't know what the hell split my attacks even means. Oh, shit, I wasn't able to keep him back? I thought this wave was supposed to... I should use this now, huh? For some extra range. So this is kind of just my always on, like, a little bit of damage if they're really far away, and then my attack, kind of my main DPS move. Would love some magic, I guess, because this is going to be a heavy magic build, and I like Apollo's shit. This fucking boss again, man. I keep saying I hate this fucking boss, and the game is like, would you like to fight this fucking boss? I would even prefer, like, the plant guy who, like, shoots little plant things at you. Because at least he's not just, like, a really boring fight. You know what I mean? And I have to go kill that other guy. How are we gonna do that? Let's trigger his attack. Trigger his second attack. And then we'll go. We're gonna go now. There we go. Let's take care of this last guy. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your death. Alright, and now we just bide our time, man. Do the smashy attack. Do the spinny attack. Do your smashy attack. Do your spinny attack. Okay, I got a smashy attack and a spinny attack too, man. So, you know. Two can play at that game. I think that was the smashy attack. I feel like I don't have enough time to attack him when he's doing the spinny attack. I feel like the spinny attack is a harder move to dodge. Not that either one of them are really that hard to dodge. Oh, this attack, that attack doesn't even go that far, man. I've been really afraid of that attack the whole time. War Mike says hello. Hello, War Mike. I hope you're on break after your finals. What's up, War Mike? Good to see you again. Hope you're chill now. How's it going?
I hope you don't mind I call you Sunshine, by the way. I mean it when I say it. I know you come from underneath the earth, but there's this brilliance about you. Your mother's side, I guess.
That's very kind of you, Apollo. You know, thank you for acknowledging what a queen I am. And yeah, I've had an interesting week. I feel like, you know, I was really tired this week. I wasn't like at max productivity this week, which is fine because I've learned in adulthood that life is not just about maximizing productivity for my capitalist overlords. But yeah, hope everyone's doing well. If anyone wants to say how they're doing. War Mike says, nah, I'm back from the break already. Right back at it, man. That's crazy. He says, I got the results for the paper I submitted, and it turns out I didn't win. That's sad, man. Hopefully you still get to go to grad school, man, because, you know, I'm sure there's many scholarships and opportunities to go to grad school. As the world becomes more credentialed, you know, that shit's important. Hopefully you still get to go, man. And you get to learn stuff too, which is, I guess, a nice, you know, the main thing about grad school is that it makes you employable. And then also, you know, you get to learn some stuff. Anyway, what do we want? Sprint is faster. I do like sprinting faster, even though I just talk shit about Hermes, not giving a fuck that Hermes makes our sprint faster. Whenever I cast, I don't care about this. Well, I did say magic's nice, but we don't really cast too much. Extra dose. So this basically makes me 8% faster. I think I would just like to sprint faster, man. All that shit I talked about Hermes just to say, actually I will take this, you know. It's like that meme with Gordon Ramsay. Hermes is you fucking donkey. Apollo gives me faster sprint. Oh, precious. Oh, dear.
You know the gods did this to me, don't you? Although I shouldn't say the gods. It was truly just the one. But the others, they didn't care. They were complicit in the whole thing. It was as though I was a spider to them all along.
I did read the Wikipedia article about Arachne. So it is fucked up that they turned her into a spider, man. I would not like being a spider. As your friend, Arachne, I'm sorry that you're a spider. I'm sorry my family did that to you, man. Or a woman, I guess.
The gods could be kinder to mortals. You'll hear no argument from me on that. I have a certain point of view on it myself. Most mortals I've met, they've all been dead.
Yet you abide Olympus anyhow. I understand, I do. They're family. And that's one thing we can never change. Not really. Although the Titan whom you're up against, isn't he family too?
War Mike says, I submitted the paperwork for the conference, and I hope I get it signed on time. I hope you do too, man. You'll get it, man. All your signature, you got that. And he says, by the way, am I still working in big tech? I'm not working in big tech. No, I'm not. Fate Fabric's good. This is really good. I would like to have extra 2% health. Even though I seem to always have the dress die, you know, it would be nice to have extra 2% health. Also, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second.
Sempre chorando por uma nova ferida. Mas como até que de mato nasce uma flor.
I'm sorry. That was more like 15 seconds. War Mike says the gods have no mercy. That's why they're gods. Cersei Lannister. That quote goes hard, man. I take it that you are a Game of Thrones guy. Here's my hot take on Game of Thrones, or maybe it's not even that hot of a take. I don't get it, man. I just don't get the hype. That being said, I did only start to watch the last season when my friend in college was watching Game of Thrones, and I was like, okay, I'll watch it too. And then I do know that among the fan base, they consider the last season to be the worst season. But I was just like, yeah, I just don't get it, man. I never really felt that compelled to watch it, but that quote does go hard though.
You were able to reach the House of Hades before me, my lord. Doubtless why that final stretch was clear. You must know I was unable to prevail. Just have to give it another go, won't we?
We just have to keep playing the roguelike.
Thank you for your support.
You know, I'm just realizing this now. I'm the type of motherfucker who literally watches, like, the same YouTube video, like, 100 times. And I'm using literally correctly this time. There are times I've slipped up and not used literally correctly. but I literally will watch the same YouTube video 100 times. And I feel like that's also maybe why I like roguelikes, man, because there's something comforting about like just like, you know, knowing the same level, playing it over and over again, but then also every time you play is like a little bit different, and like you get to learn, you know, you get to improve, you get to learn. I should be using my cast. Cast is very important for this I'm realizing. But
Steady now.
yeah, steady. Deep breath. Don't forget your frickin' meta boosts, man. Meta boosts. I'm not speaking English today, man. I don't know what language I'm speaking, but it's not English, man. Alright, let's take care of these guys. Alright, and then we're gonna want to freeze them. Like you. We could freeze you, that's great. That's just one less enemy to worry about while we take care of a bunch of other enemies. And I actually think we want to kill the people in the cast because they are also not moving, so they're like an easy target, you know what I mean? Alright, we're getting the hang of it. We're getting the hang of it. Once again, I don't feel like I should be losing health. I will take the magic. Mike says I got into it the same time. I got into it at the same time, but
Take your shot, sister.
But something about 40k. Hold on. Let me fight these guys, and then I'll do the rest of it. Thank you, Artemis, for your help, my sister. But I also got into Crusader Kings at the same time, and that's how I got into the lore. I've heard about Crusader Kings. That's a game, right? He says, I also got into Warhammer 40k lore because of a game that my brother recommended me. My brother is a big 40k guy. I gotta, like, you know, I do like to nerd out, man. So I hear 40k is, like, very, you know, it's got a lot of lore.
Hades, so I heard. Must be nice having fated authority over the lowest reaches of the underworld. Unless you're Kronos.
Here's my thing with, like, watching. I feel like I'm also just generally not much of a TV watcher, because I feel, like, very passive when I'm watching a TV show. Like, I'm not even, like, doing anything. Versus, like, even, you know, when I'm playing a video game, I'm the one performing the actions. Even when I'm, like, reading a book, I'm, like, the one creating the mental images in my mind. When I'm listening to music, I'm, like, you know, creating mental images in my mind. TV just feels like such a passive thing to me that it doesn't really fire the correct neurons in my brain. Then again, I did just say I'm the type of guy to watch the same YouTube video 100 times, so who the fuck knows?
He was certainly annoyed. Wields a scythe that's twice my height, surrounds himself with feral satyr worshippers ready to die for him. I'm not surprised it once took both our fathers and more to bring him down.
I'm about to solo his
No
ass.
reason to compare yourself. They're high and mighty lords of the heavens and the underworld, but they fought Kronos by necessity. You were trained to do precisely this.
After I dash, my Omega moves may deal critical damage for 2 seconds. That is like 0 seconds, bro. My specials may deal critical damage, but I lose 40 magic. I did just gain a lot of magic, though. Those in my cast may take critical damage. So do I want to lose 40 magic, or just do critical damage to people in my casts? Well, it's also May. Well, this is also May. I think I would rather just have my magic, man.
My strength is yours.
Fixing my setup. I don't have enough money to go to Kronos. I would like to have at least 150 bucks to go to him. Oh. And we're just gonna fight Hecate. Alright. Let's get into it.
Still at full strength.
That's right. Come on. This is like my 10th time playing this. I can't be losing to the first act again.
I saw more than before.
'Twas no mere dream, of course. What more did you learn whilst you lingered thus?
Kronos demanded Father tell him how to locate the three fates. Kronos hates them, or feels threatened by them. He was searching for them all this time, and must have found them finally.
War Mike says, also, do you have any plans to make any more videos about Stanford? Way back in the day, you posted a video about your first year at Stanford and said you were going to make ones about the 2 next ones. I don't really have any plans to make any more videos about Stanford because I'm an old man. If you want to learn more about like the other 2 years at Stanford, I made a video called like how I graduated in 3 years or something, and that describes like my last 2 years at Stanford. So I would consider that the spiritual sequel to that video. I know what video you're talking about, and I did at one point want to make sequels to that video, but I'm just like, you know, it's been a long time since I was in college, so it doesn't really interest me anymore. One Skills of All says, "What up, squad? I was actually going to ask about what you plan to do for your YouTube channel, since you talked about regret." I kind of just plan to, like keep on making videos that I like to do, you know what I mean? I have a complete guide animation video coming up, so I'm working on that. I'm excited for that. Like, I just plan on keeping on making YouTube videos that I enjoy. When I was talking about regret, I don't really regret anything. I don't really regret like the direction I took my YouTube channel with. I guess, like, you know, to be really specific, what I regret is like not posting every week and like keeping like a very consistent schedule. But like, I feel like the reason I, you know, not to, you know, give excuses for, you know, what is a very relatively not so labor intensive job in making YouTube videos, but like, you know, I feel like I'm not, like, if I tried to post every week, that would be first me like just trying to pump out ideas and pump out videos, even if I'm not interested in making them, just to like satisfy some arbitrary 1 video per week rule. And also, like, I'm also not like ChatGPT, you know what I mean? I'm sure ChatGPT could like make a fully animated YouTube video every week. For me, if I want to, like, you know, sit down, animate a YouTube video, or even just like, you know, do a green screen video, it takes me time to write the script. It takes me time to, like, you know, edit it, like revise it, you know, re-record it. Like, you know, there's just a lot of, you know, there's a lot of work that goes into a video that I don't think is honestly realistic for me to think I can do in just 1 week. So I guess that's like sort of what I meant in the regret video, is that like I regret not being more, not posting more, but also that's kind of a silly regret because I'm basically saying like I regret not being like not being like an entire animation studio on my own, which is like kind of, you know, not something that's worth regretting, you know what I mean? So, but to answer your question, that's kind of a long-winded answer to your question. One Skills of All, to answer your question, I just want to make YouTube videos I enjoy. One Skills of All says, "Whoa." Oh, also, I do see your messages, D34D Paradise. I'm about to lose my shield, goddammit, because I'm cursed. Thank you for being here, D34D Paradise. Not this fucking attack, man. Not this fucking attack. Oh my god. If I could keep my frickin' armor, that would be so bullish for, you know, where I'm going.
Tremble beneath the moon.
I will not tremble beneath the moon. D34D Paradise says, "I got into Civ 6 from watching your Civ 5 videos." That's amazing, bro. I'm honestly genuinely happy to hear that I was able to indoctrinate someone into the Civ cult. Maybe I gotta play Civ 6 on stream, man. I was thinking about, like, you know, what else I could do on stream. I never even thought about Civ 6 because I kind of want to keep Civ 5 as like a YouTube thing, but it would be interesting to do Civ 6 on stream. I will say my personal take is that Civ 6 is an inferior game. 40% of that opinion has to do with how I hate the graphics for Civ 6, which is, I know, not a legitimate reason to not like the game, but that's my hot take. And I dodged the shit. Nope. War Mike says there are fully AI generated channels racking up millions of views. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm sure, like, I'm certain that if I wanted to, I could, like, AI-ify my, you know, complete guide animation process, and it would produce, like, that honestly might make me be able to post once a week, but that's just, like, philosophically something I'm not about, you know what I mean? I feel like there's value in me handcrafting, hand-drawing these frickin' stupid Microsoft Paint drawings straight from the farm, man. So, that is, I get that, but, that's not what I'm about, so. That is interesting, though, right? It makes me feel like, you know, oh, life is so unfair, but, you know, of course life is unfair. I'm not complaining too much. Like, I want to draw my videos, so that's the path I'm going to take. Dark Duel 1234 says, "Do I still work in tech?" I do not still work in tech. Or Mike says, "What's my opinion on Civ 7?" I have not played Civ 7 yet because I have heard all the bad reviews about Civ 7, and also honestly because I don't think I have like the time right now in my life with all this shit going on to like sink into another Civ game. But that's also certainly another idea for what to play on stream is Civ 7. So
which one would help?
I'll keep that in mind. I do want. Where is can we get a boon from Hepatitis? Or I think he only gives us like something else. We could see Chaos. I think we want our ult actually. Give us our ult.
This then.
War Mike says, "Don't worry, mate. Art direction is a very legitimate reason to not like a game." Thank you, War Mike, for the validation. Oh yeah, let me heal up. One Skills of All says, "Yes. Similarly, there was this like City Skylines 1 versus 2 for me. City Skylines 2 was a way better direction than City Skylines 1. That's another great idea for a freaking game to play on stream, man. City Skylines 1 or 2. I'm looking for like, you know, chill games I could play for like 2 to 3 hours and then also like look away from the screen and talk to chat too, you know what I mean? So I feel like City Skylines, good idea. Dark Duel 1234 says, what was the best thing working in tech? I never worked at like a big tech company, so like, but I did have friends who worked at big tech companies. I would say the best thing about working in tech is that back when the tech boom was happening in 2010, there were mad perks. You could work for like 2 hours, go to the cafeteria, and then go to the gym, and they would pay you $200,000. Not that that was my experience because I never worked in big tech, but I heard that was the best thing about big tech. But I guess for me personally, what was the best thing about working in tech? That's a good question, man. Let me think. I guess I didn't have to open these guys up, huh? I kind of got lucky that honestly, let's just get out of here, man. Goodbye. What was the best thing for me working in tech, man? Probably the fact that like Silicon Valley has a very temperate climate. That's honest. That's my honest answer about the best thing about working in tech. One Skills of All says it's gotta be the income. Yeah, it's gotta be. That's another big nice thing. I never worked in big tech, so like I never got a big income, which is, you know, if we're gonna talk about regret, that's another thing I regret. I wish I had sold my soul to the highest bidder instead of selling half my soul to the half highest bidder. I feel like I should have just gone all in if I was going to go all in and sell my soul, but
you have descended into Tartarus and must have seen what Kronos made of that most sacred place. I know your confrontation did not go as you desired, but this is a new night, and you are all the more prepared.
D34D Paradise says, "LOL." Thank you for for supporting the comedy routine. War Mike says, "I was about to recommend Workers and Resources Soviet Republic, but that's not a game you can get into in 2 to 3 hours. I have 168 hours and haven't built a functional city, like proper functional ever." I mean, I feel like that's all, like, I do like playing like ridiculous games like that too. Like, I feel like Project Zomboid is another game that, like, you're not gonna. I played Project Zomboid once on the YouTube channel, and I had no idea what the hell was going on, and I don't think it would take me probably more than 2 to 3 hours to get into it. But I feel like there's fun in, like, stumbling around ridiculousness. What do I want, man? I'll probably just take this, man. Take the big number. One Skills of All says, I almost went to SF or a university. Part of me wanted to seriously go. Got a great aid offer, too. Soviet Republic is pretty complex with logistics from what I heard. SF for university. SF for university. And you got a good scholarship or aid offer. I feel like, SF is a good city, man. Like, despite despite what, like, I feel like I've come out with a kind of anti-Bay Area stance. I feel like SF is a little different than the Bay Area, and SF is kind of like, while New York, I don't know, maybe this is true for SF too, and I'm thinking about, like, a version of SF in my fantasy that doesn't exist anymore. Because I was gonna say, while New York has been kind of like sold to the highest bidder and it's very expensive now, I feel like SF has kind of kept some of its quirkiness. But then again, I'm sure a lot of people in SF have been displaced from by the billionaires, so who the hell knows?
This or echoes that, okay? Echo meant nothing to me and somehow got the wrong idea anyway. Don't you get any ideas either?
Echo meant nothing to you? What? I was talking about Scylla's song and how you've blocked it out. Come to think, I can't quite hear it now either.
Captain Glaze 5285 says hello. Hello, Captain Glaze 3285. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining the stream. One Skills of All says he has a lot of hours in Project Zomboid and it's very hard for him. Project Zomboid, there's like no tutorial or there is a tutorial, right? But it will probably take me a while to play through it. I guess I should play through the tutorial. It'd be like me trying to play Minecraft without, like, knowing how to craft anything. I should probably figure out how to, like, actually play the game if I want to play the game. What do I want? Health? I think I want the money, man. Because all the other stuff helps me kind of, like, meta-wise in the game. The money can help me right away as soon as I find Charon again. And let's lock... Oh, God. Not this, man. I appreciate all the game recommendations, though, man. Like, I've never heard of this Soviet Republic game, but, you know... my ass is on Steam trying to, like, find, like, you know, I'm honestly, you know, I'm not buying too many new games, so my ass is on stream trying to figure out, like, what would be good for stream. All these recommendations, man, very helpful, so I do appreciate it. Can we break his shield? Yeah, let's go. All right, this boss was not that. Oh, I would also. Can we? Oh, can we also just use our hex? Let's test our hex, man. Hey, hurry up and kill him, man. There we go. I took 16 damage to be able to see that badass move, man. My special, so the wave also, I think this is so good. Buried treasure is so good that I feel like it's hard for me to not take it.
They'll drown.
Thank you, Poseidon. Thank you, you're rewarding me handsomely. Or Mike says, I can buy the torrent edition and try things out. Yeah, I appreciate the secret. I shouldn't have read that out, you know, for the FBI, but I appreciate the tips and tricks. D34D Paradise says, I had some really nice clam chowder in SF back when I went on holiday with my family in 2007. Yeah, I've had SF has good food, man. I like every time I eat food in SF, I'm like, this is good food. So, and it's not like, you know, like I said, I feel like SF has like kept some of the weirdness that New York has lost as it's become ridiculously expensive. So, you know, I feel like, you know, SF has nice neighborhoods, weird neighborhoods that are like, you know, not just like $500 bacon, egg, and cheese. You know what I mean? I've had some good, like, kimchi fries in SF, you know. I've had I think I had In-N-Out for the first time in SF. I feel like, yeah, I've had a good clam chowder at a Fisherman's Wharf at this super touristy spot, but it was still good. Yeah, man. You're making me nostalgic for SF.
Fancy silver weapons of yours. Trying to sort out who exactly could have made such things, or when. They're nocturnal arms, ain't they? Meant only as a last resort, but here we are, I reckon.
I think I would love Molten Touch. Last time I didn't really understand the benefit of security system. I guess I understand it in that for 7 seconds you can just go in and do as much damage as you want without needing to worry too much about health, but doing like almost 50% more damage to armor, 40% to be specific, is really good, I think.
Worth it to unseal another path.
Captain Glaze 3285 says, love watching your Minecraft therapy videos. I leave in a week for Air Force BMT. I've been a bum for too long. Can't wait to leave and get yelled at. Happy face upside down. That's great. That's first of all, I appreciate that you enjoy the Minecraft therapies. It means a lot to me. That's like very, I mean, the first word that comes to mind is crazy. I was gonna say crazy that you're going to Air Force camp, but also like I have mad respect, dude. You know, that's a very, you know, I'm sure challenging endeavor that will require a lot of discipline, so I'm proud of you, man, for like, you know, taking that step in your life, I guess. I've been like watching so many of the like Business Insider how they feed like 1,000 people at the Air Force Academy videos, and I watched the like how they feed like Army soldiers videos, so I can't say that I know anything about Air Force BMT, but I have been watching some YouTube adjacent videos to that. D34D Paradise says, damn, I missed the 2000s so much. Me too, man. We had flip phones and the Neptunes ruling the music charts. I was like, it's interesting for me to like think about the 2000s because like I was 2 to 12 years old in the 2000s, so like I feel like anytime I'm nostalgic for the 2000s, like I have to wonder, it's like, well, am I actually nostalgic for this time period, or am I just nostalgic for being a child? But I do think there is something unique about the 2000s. Like when I watched The Sopranos, people talk about like what a big deal 9/11 was, right? And even though like I have no memory of 9/11 and kind of a pre-9/11 world, I've only lived in a post-9/11 world, I guess. Like I do feel like I guess most of the 2000s were after 9/11, but you know what I mean? It was like kind of like that was like the last gasp, I guess, of like maybe good times. But yeah, I don't know, man. I do feel like, you know, a time before the internet got crazy was a much better time. The 2000s kind of were like, maybe the 2010s were like peak internet before like it got too crazy. But the 2000s were also like a really nice time for the internet.
In any case, don't worry over much. They're gods. They're probably all right.
War Mike says, I remember when I had my first smartphone, but I didn't take it to school for the fear of being lost or stolen. Yeah, I remember my first smartphone in middle school was like this shitty Android, man. I was not an iPhone person for a long time, and that made me certainly feel some type of way.
Yes.
One Skills of All says, my close friend recently went to the Air Force. Good luck. And he also says, unfortunately, the internet is too corporate nowadays. That's what I'm saying, man. Like, it's actually really, like, the people who made HTML, like, they did that shit for free, right? No one's making money off HTML. Even though, like, HTML, if that was, like, a corporation that owned HTML, they would probably literally be, like, trillion. They would be, like, bigger than Apple. You know what I mean? But, like, people were just making HTML and fucking making protocols just for like the fucking hell of it. And it's kind of sad that like it got so corporate, where it's like now everyone's on the internet. Everything on the internet is there to make money, except for like Python is still holding out. But even Python's trying to make money. You know what I mean? It's like it is sad that the internet, you know, the frickin' private equity won when it comes to the internet, which is I think a disappointing outcome. Certainly not like, you know, certainly not the utopic outcome. D34D says Black. War Mike says not too crazy, but crazy enough. Big money got in and shitified everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, it is also crazy how like FaceTime is worse than it was 3 years ago. Like, they keep updating the UI for FaceTime, and it keeps getting worse. Like, what the hell is going on? D33 Paradise says BlackBerries were huge before the iPhone came along. That is true. I was never around for the I think I was around for the BlackBerry age when I was like 3. One Skillsval says BlackBerry now also does security for the U.S. government. That's crazy. I bet they do, man. They're working with Palantir and BlackBerry to frickin', I don't know, read all our license plates. Or Mike says, I never had Apple anything. I had a bunch of Android phone brands, and I have Nokia. It's like the open AI that isn't open. Apple is like... There's a greater than 50% likelihood that Apple is an evil company, but their UI and UX is just so damn good. We already have so much money, I feel like we don't need that much more money. This is really good if their ranged shots are slower. And of course, we have so much money, let's go see him. One Skills of All says, I recently updated my iPhone to liquid glass and everything is so slow and buggy. That's what, like, they were talking about they were hyping up liquid glass like it was gonna be like the frickin', like, I don't know, it was gonna like cure cancer or something. Who gives a fuck about liquid glass, man? Like, did they really think we were that stupid to think we would be so like mind blown by liquid glass?
Behold the stars.
No one cares about liquid glass, man. I think this would be good. This is good. I should have checked which one of these were good first. I think this is better, so let's just go down this path. Let's do this, do this, do this. Nice. Amazing.
Illumination.
What the hell is this? Oh, my boy Apollo. One Skills of All says, I still enjoy the design. I do enjoy the design too, man. I just don't think it was like the best thing since sliced bread. D43 Paradise says he updated his MacBook and now it runs slower than before. That's what I'm saying. Tim Cook is up in Apple executive suite. He's going like deploy the update that makes their batteries only charge to 60%. He's like doing that shit. Or Mike says, we have so much money, I don't think we need more money. Is that about the game or about the other conversation? That was about the game, but that can also apply to life, man. I do think that, like, as a human civilization, we have advanced so far. We've invented tractors that do the farming for us. You know what I mean? The tractors do all the work of, like, ancient Sumeria. So I feel like we need to chill with making more money. We've already done a great job as human beings. I think we've all deserved an 80-year break. We've all earned an 80-year break. OKJXNR says, nerd face emoji with glasses. Nerd face emoji with glasses, right back at you, bro, because I'm a nerd face with glasses. Alright, let's pick our fight. Let's pick our boon, and then let's fight Scylla. Oh my god. Once again, can I put together a sentence? Let's do the no-hit boost, man. I'm confident that we could dodge enough attacks to make that worth it for us.
Song and dance.
Here we go.
Oh, no. Oh, you keep trying to kill me, lady. The former sea nymph side of me says just forget it and move on. But I don't like to listen to her anymore.
I'm also gonna Let me know if my audio is too weird, because I feel like I'm shouting into the microphone, which I don't want to do. One Skills of All says, my iPhone battery max capacity is 77% now, and I got this iPhone like 6 years ago.
I just need you to get out of my way.
That shit, like, I'm afraid to charge my iPhone at night now, which is, like, kind of defeats the whole purpose, which is, like, I want to wake up with a fully charged battery. I feel you, man. I feel what you're feeling, One Skills of All.
Let's say we change this one right now.
Alright, let's lock in. Dodge the drum attack, which I'm very glad about. I feel like we're a little bit underpowered, huh? We're a little bit underpowered compared to where we are normally. I'm also trying to... Oh, God. We lost our freaking armor right away because of the stupid drum attack. It's time to lock in. Time to lock in. It's a new song. It's a new song. Get away from me, rocks. Oh, get out of here. Thank you. There we go. And let's get you obliterated. I think we're gonna try and focus on Scylla since she doesn't move as much. Lock in, lock in. Lock in, lock in. And let's do that. Oh, but she's shielded. D34D Paradise says he's still using his iPhone 7. That's actually that's from like 2015, man. Dude, that's isn't it weird that like even though iPhones are like they do all this marketing that it's like, oh, it's like a titanium body. It's like made of frickin' vibranium. That most iPhones only have like a lifespan of like 5 years, you know what I mean? Like it's weird that or you know, it's a little unusual that you've used that your phone has held up for 10 years. Even though like 10 years is not that long, you know what I mean? That's how they keep us coming back to fucking pay bullshit money for their fucking products, man. I keep running into the stupid drum attack. The fucking drum attack. I don't know if I hate the drum attack more or myself. Dude, I erased her. I erased her from the level. She might be permanently dead, despite this being a roguelike. Alright, let's not get cocky. Come on, let's lock in. Let's get locked in. I'm getting a little cocky with it. Come here, come here. Stay in there, man. Stay right there. It didn't hit her? God damn it. One Skills of All says, fire. Why is Hades 2 music direction better than I thought? That's what I'm saying, man. Like, I love the music from this game, and I didn't expect to love it because, it's just so, like, unusual to combine, like, rock music with ancient Greek mythology. But it just works so well. And it's also just useful for, like, playing the game because it gets you, like, hyped up, which I feel like improves, like, my gaming, you know what I mean? So I love the music too, man. Captain Glaze 3285 says, have I ever thought about starting a Discord server? I have, but I'm too lazy to moderate it and admin it, and I feel like I would disappear for like 3 months at a time, and if I'm going to disappear for 3 months at a time, I feel like it would kill the Discord server. One Skill of All says, not going to lie, I feel like there's a Discord server for everything nowadays. That's what I'm saying. You know, I feel like, I would like to like figure out a way to like get more community, like have more like community chats with like the subscribers of this channel. streaming's a nice way to do it to start because everyone gets to like chat here. I thought about making a website, like a personal website, just for like subscribers to chat on. So who knows? But definitely would like to do more community stuff. One Skills of All says, I just want to chill out, bruh. D34D says, yeah, I'm going to run my phone into the ground before getting a new one. That's smart, man. That's smart. I just got a new phone, so I was trying to hold on to my phone for as long as possible, too, but it finally crapped out.
Vengeance on the sensibility of those who dare to take a closer look.
Paula Mo says, hello, everyone. Hello, Paula Mo. There's chatting about the iPhone situation in the chat that I will, you know, I don't think needs my opinion. What do we want? I feel like I still want lightning lamps, man, because I do, like I said, I feel like we're a little underpowered. So let's see what we can get from Zeus. That was the second time we beat Scylla on stream, man, and that felt very casual compared to, you know, my earlier attempts at Scylla, so. Improvement! Yeah! Paulamo says, I got my phone in 2017, still use it and got just fine, and still use it and works just fine. Yeah, I'm definitely not on, you know, I don't think... What is the point of getting a new phone every year?
Across the fields,
besides conspicuous consumption, you know what I mean? So I'm proud of everyone for resisting the urges of consumerism and listening to their own practical needs. One Skills of All says the iPhone situation, yeah. The iPhone situation is crazy. That's the only way forward? There's no alternative paths here. No alternative lifestyles. I only have to go that one way. It appears so. Alright. Anything here? Anything here? I'm sure this is great content right now. Everyone watching me run around. Fields of blood. Fields of blood. Alright, let's go fight some people. Apollo, Selene, and magic? That's a great combo.
Follow the golden petal path.
Oh shit, who's this guy? This guy's a new guy. Oh my god, who's this guy? This guy's a new guy. His big head. Alright, we want to just clear all the enemies that already exist before we summon new enemies. So, hello. Time for you guys to die. This is free, so I'll just take this. And we have this already? I think we already have this, right? So I think we want to start working towards this one, I guess. So I want this. Oh, this is really good. Give me this, man. D34D says, I enjoy Hades 1, but stopped playing it because I got cramps in my hand from playing it with a PlayStation controller. Yeah. I saw that this game was on Switch, and I was like, this game seems like it would be a lot more difficult to play on Switch, because, I feel like the mouse controls are just very, like, it is just like a mouse and WASD game. Polymosis is a great opportunity to tell that your content is necessary, and I feel the same way in many of your topics. Thank you so much, Paulamo. I really appreciate it. It makes me happy to hear that, like, you know, people get something from it, because, like, you know, not to say that I'm Mother Teresa or anything, but it definitely feels like, you know, all right, maybe I'm like, you know, helping the world by, like, point zero repeating line over the 0 infinity 1%. You know what I mean? So I appreciate it, and thanks. Thank you for that. I'm glad you could relate. One Skills of All says meow. I myself am more of a dog person. Isn't that right, Moose? Moose is sitting with me right now, listening to me stream. Wonder what he's thinking. I think Moose likes it when I talk because it makes him feel less alone, so I guess he likes it. Alright, now I think we've cleared everyone. Oh, not this guy. So let's get our stuff. Alright, and let's gather everyone up to hit with this frickin' ult. Everyone come here. Great. Alright, get ulted. Get ulted on. Stay there, stay there, stay there, and get ulted on. There we go. That was great, man. That right, just like we drew it up.
I accept this message.
Meows in the chat. You know how Northern Lion has +2? Maybe Meow can be our +2. If this was my attack does 60% damage, I'd do it in a heartbeat. But my specials are not that great for me, I feel. After I take damage, that being said, I will take it because I feel like 5% is so minuscule as to not really be worth anything.
Should be 2 more.
Meows in the chat. Meows in the chat. I do like the aesthetics of my Apollo rainbow run. I think it's pretty badass. Did I get everything? I was not paying attention to whether or not I got everything. I guess I did get the magic up. I guess that's it, huh? This guy. I just killed him for no reason, just to... Oh, here we go, yeah. I guess when I'm here, also, I could just farm magic, and then I'll have my Hex charged up for when these guys appear. I feel like we can... Oh, I'm misclicking, man. Come on. And let's use our... Yeah, let's use this. Let's do that. Just stay there. I want... Yeah! I just want to see people get ulted on. Meows in the chat. Alright. I guess we found our version of +2. I'm glad we were able to do that emergently without me being like, everyone, come up with some witty thing to say in the chat. Do it right now. Say the witty thing so that we could have an authentic community. I'm still missing something? What am I missing, man? Oh, the other... I thought I did get Celine's thing. I guess there was another one. Alright, lock in, lock in. Once again, I probably should have just charged up my Hex. But that's alright. We should be able to avoid damage. I'm going to try very hard to avoid damage. I'm going to try very hard to ult. Come here, everyone. Get ulted on. Stay there. Alright, the heck... There's like a 5-second delay in between when I put the Hex down and when it actually does anything. Palomo says, I don't know this game. My character is Apollo from Greek mythology. My character is, basically, to give you the spark notes, my character is Melanoi. I'm the goddess of nightmares. I'm the daughter of Hades. Kronos has kidnapped my father, and I'm going to defeat Kronos. And along the way, I get helpful gifts from my family, the Greek gods, which make me stronger. So I got a gift from Apollo that, you know, made me stronger. What do I want? 20% extra area also seems really good. And we're working our way towards this, so... 3 smaller blasts is really good. But I gotta work my way towards that, so... Let's keep making it bigger. And let's do that.
That should have done it.
Alright, we've unlocked... We had a lot of boons, huh? I did not think... I feel like we have less boons than we had last time, but... We had a lot of boons. Most of them are from my Hex, though, but... Hey, it's good to have your Hex leveled up. Alright. I think I just want... This is just like the sustain path.
I have to go now.
Give me the sustain path. Let's find some people to kill. Hey. Hey, would you like to die? Oh, I could activate the... I didn't activate the bell last time. I should have activated it. So that it would be easier for me to find everything. I wouldn't have to run around to clear the whole level. I like that, like, the UI improvements you get from, like, leveling up in the game. I feel like that's a unique... It's like a fun way to, like, make the game hard, but then also not make it, like, tedious, because you eventually defeat the tediousness and just, like, you know, get stronger. D34D Paradise says, I've been trying to listen to Odyssey audiobook in prep for the Christopher Nolan film, but kind of lost interest. LOL. Yeah, I read the Odyssey once in high school. Never felt compelled to reread it again. I feel like I remember the main story beats though. And even if you don't, like, I feel like it would be epic to go see Nolan's Odyssey with kind of like spoiler free, you know what I mean? And like not know what's gonna happen. The last scene of the Odyssey is gonna go so hard in theaters. I'm so hyped for that. So I feel like, yo, it's fine. It's fine if you don't. You can read the Odyssey after, man. It might inspire you to read the Odyssey after you watch the movie. I feel like knowing the plot of the Odyssey is kind of like going to see the opera. You know what I mean? It's like, it'd be nice if like you knew the plot of the opera beforehand, but it's also not necessary for enjoyment. Now that we've killed all the level 1s, let's go get our rewards.
This doesn't belong here.
Oh my god, he what the hell? He hit me so hard. I was not expecting that. Oh my god, this guy is doing so much damage to me that I cannot afford. Bro. Chill. Daddy, chill. One Skills of All says the Odyssey was mandatory read for dual credit humanities class. Lots of boring but cool moments. That's my review of the Odyssey as well.
There.
Dead. You're right. I could read it as Dead Paradise. Thank you, One Skills of All. I'll read. He made this. Dead Paradise says sorry for the cringy ass at. He made it as a kid. I made Introverted Madness, I think, when I was in the 7th grade, man. So, and now it's too late to do anything about it. So, don't worry. I know all about making screen names when you're a kid. So, I respect it as well. Everyone's talking about their cringe. Everyone has a cringe username. Yeah. I feel like, you know, it says a lot about a person, the username they come up with to represent them, you know? We're all, you know, when you're born, you're given a name. But when you choose your own screen name, that's like you making a statement about yourself, you know? So there's a lot of power in a name. Do I want to talk to Echo or get another? I feel like Poseidon's boosts are not that good. I'd honestly rather see Echo. One Skills of All says, turn his last name into Shakespeare for my email. Spelled Shakespeare, not spelled Shakespeare, like a circle, like a spherical thing. Because he didn't know how to spell it right.
Hey, it's Malinois.
It's kind of badass, though, you know. That's a badass rapper name, Shakespeare. We're all old men. Dead Paradise is 27. I turned 28, so, yeah, man, we're old. We gotta face it. And hey, Echo, she freaking spoke something on her own.
It's Echo. You're an Dryad, aren't you? Though you're not speaking in the customary way of mountain nymphs. Some sort of curse.
One Skills of All says, I still feel like a kid. I feel like I'm just a really big 18. I feel like I feel like I'm just an old 18-year-old. You know what I mean? Like, I've definitely gained a lot of experience since I was 18. But I feel like, you know, from like 14 to 18, my brain like grew by like 40%. And I don't even know if my brain has like physically grown, you know, since I turned 18.
Some sort of curse. Sort of curse. Curse. Curse.
Palomo's turning 31. I'm glad we got some you know, even though I'm joking, like I'm saying that we're old, obviously we're not like old, you know, we just feel old. But I'm glad to have like some fellow adults in the chat, because sometimes I wonder if like my audience is just all like 12-year-olds. So it's good that at least like 3 of you guys are not 12 years old. What is my highest level boon? Wave Strike? Level up Wave Strike, man. That's great.
For me? Are you sure? Sure.
Thank you, Echo. 2 queens helping each other out. So I get 3 things or 1 thing. Once again, I gotta go for 3 things. Give me that. Paula Mo says, I know I'm not that old, but I do have body pain like lower back and stuff that makes me feel like 89 years old. Yeah, I feel like, you know, definitely growing older is realizing, like, you know, I don't have, like, I can't, like, eat, like, when I was 14, I could, like, crush a Chipotle bowl. I could crush, like, 2 Chipotle bowls. Now I can't. So it's, like, it is interesting how, like, as you get older, your body is just, like, you know, it's moving out of growing mode and moving into a different mode. No level 1s to kill here? Just a bunch of dudes? Can I just level up my Hex then? No, someone has to appear for me to level it up. 1 Skills of All.
I've drawn them out.
1 Skills of All says, I'm still a pretty young adult man, but I feel 12. It's interesting to hear that everyone feels this way. I was wondering, like, am I, like, oh, I've always felt like, oh man, it might be like a big problem that like I need to like freaking like grow up, because I still like feel like not like my age, you know what I mean? So good to hear I'm not the only one who feels that way. 1 Skills of All says, there's a theory I subscribe to, everyone is 12 theory. That's a good theory, man. I feel like fake it till you make it, right? I feel like maybe just everyone's faking it. And I'm like not faking it, so I gotta also fake it. I do feel like it is interesting, because I feel like now as an adult, as a kid, I thought all adults were like so knowledgeable and rational and like wise, and now I realize most adults are idiots. So I agree with that 1 Skills of All. Minecraft. Play says, do I work a tech job? 1 Skills of All. Thank you for answering, but yes, or no, I do not work a tech job. It is interesting that I feel like I get this question every stream. It's interesting that this time I've gotten it 3 times in one stream. I feel like it's interesting that everyone wants to know. I wonder why everyone wants to know if I work a tech job. Like, what would happen? Like, what if I said yes? Would everyone like think of me differently? I don't know. Give me the rare shit.
Let's pick up the pace.
What do? I make YouTube, like my YouTube channel is my main source of income.
The bow.
Dead Paradise says, TBH, I feel the same childlike joy when I do my hobbies like listening to music and playing video games. That's what I'm saying. We gotta protect that childlike joy. The world wants to beat it out of us because if they can beat the childlike joy out of us, they can like charge us money to like try and replicate that feeling with like GLP-1s or like whatever whatever new consumerist bullshit they trying to sell us. But if you keep your childlike joy, then like you could be entertained by like a rock, you know what I mean? And like and then that really scares all the capitalists. Captain Glaze 32856 says, if you were a flavor, which one would you be? I mean, my favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. I don't know if I would be chocolate. I'm trying to think of my personality. I feel like chocolate is a good choice for me because like it's kind of basic, but also not like extremely basic like vanilla. And I feel like that describes me well, you know. I'm not like a hipster. I'm like a hipster. I'm like a normal hipster person, or a hipster normal person. You know what I mean? So I'll go with chocolate. Paula Mo says, my mom said one time she also does not feel like her age. She's 62. She feels younger. I'm glad. I'm glad to hear that for your mom. Like I feel like it's good for it's good to not feel your age. Minecraft Play saying something about VC funding. We've reached. All right. I was fearful of this day when chat would be going too fast for me to read everyone's messages. Though I do appreciate everyone being here. So let me try to. I'm assuming you're asking me how to get VC funding. My tip would be like to be connected and like have nepotism, and failing that, just like cold email a bunch of venture capital firms and like give them your credentials. It would help if like, you know, you went to an elite university, but you know, just cold email them basically. Oh, I gotta read the God advice. Hold on, I'm please stay childish while you still can. Be mature when you need to be, says One Skills of All. That is a great piece of advice. I feel like, you know, I'm trying to learn to be mature when I need to be, because like I feel like it is like hard, like, you know, you don't want to be mature, like kill all your childlike joy, but then there's also a time to be a fucking adult. You know what I mean? Hold on. Let me read frickin' Mine. Sorry, I don't mean to frick you, Minecraft Play. I just mean I see any Stanford CS inside knowledge to get VC funding. Like I said, have nepotism, and failing that, like just cold email a bunch of people. It would like. The best way to get VC funding is to like have a warm intro, which basically means have someone who knows the VC email them for you. So failing that, just cold email everything.
Princess.
Hiei says, welcome back, Hiei. He says, eating magic mushrooms in the woods is a great way to get some childlike joy in. That's what I'm saying. Release your inhibitions. Feel the rain on your skin. I will... Let me lock in and fight or compete with Nemesis, and we'll be back with chat.
Trade you a map or something if I had one, but you wouldn't have been able to afford it, so I'd use it to get out of here myself.
One Skills of All says you could be unemployed and give good advice. There's a lot of qualified unemployed people.
I've been able to make use of the golden
Coach don't play. Coach don't play.
What about you?
Dead Paradise says vanilla is the finest of the flavors. Vanilla definitely is like, you know, the bougie flavor.
But look all sad. Guess I should have paid better attention when the headmistress was droning on and on.
Minecraft Play says, what's the best city you've lived in? I mean, I've only really lived in like New York City, Brooklyn specifically, and like Mountain View. And yeah, I have so much money, I will accept this easily. Like, I've only lived in, like, yeah, I would have to go with New York City, but that being said, I feel like New York City is it's losing some of its magic because it's getting so expensive. So that's kind of sad. Did I kill everyone here yet? Nope. Tim the Human says, sup. Sup, Tim the Human. Tim the Human
I should be able
and
to get
Jake
out,
the Dog.
I think.
I've been watching Fiona and Cake, even though I never really was a big Adventure Time viewer. I think I've watched like 10 episodes of Adventure Time in my life, but Fiona and Cake I feel like has been a good background show. So, hello Tim the Human. One Skills of All says Cherry Garcia is a great flavor. I was just watching frickin' the gourmet makes of Ben and Jerry's, and they were talking about Cherry Garcia too. I gotta get some Cherry Garcia. Is it? I assume it's cherry flavored. I feel like I haven't had Cherry Garcia in a long time, if ever in my life. So, gotta check that out. This seems. I feel like I was saying I need to get stronger, so let's get stronger.
The Master Craftsman's gift.
Dead Paradise says, I'm from London, and a lot of your New York City critiques apply to London too. I had someone else in a different stream a few weeks ago was saying they moved to New York City from London, and then I was saying like, who knows, maybe one day I might even move to London, because like, you know, I mean, I only know like the most like basic, you know, touristy things about London, but it seems like definitely seems like an interesting place, you know. So it's interesting that you say a lot of the same critiques apply to London. I feel like yeah, man, it's kind of a sad, it's kind of like an unfortunate thing that's happening to like the great cities of the world, which is like they're great because of all the culture and magic that like artists and like, you know, not rich fuckboys have given them, but now only rich fuckboys can afford to live there. So it's definitely like you know, it's interesting. I won't, you know, I will refrain from blaming capitalism, even though I really want to. I'm sure, you know, they have a similar problem in like Shanghai or something, but it definitely speaks to something as like oh, I gotta dodge these attacks when he does that, man. I feel like it's because like humans like everyone just wants the most, you know what I mean? Like people like the billionaires in New York City, they're like giant skyscrapers that they don't even live in for like 10 months out of a year. It's like they don't need that shit. If that shit would be better served, like given to like the actual people of New York City, but like we live in a world where it's like I deserve to have like stuff because like I earned money and worked for it, you know what I mean? Which that's the way the world works, man. So once again, I'll refrain on judging it too hard, but it definitely is unfortunate for our great cities that happens. Fuck. I gotta lock in because I really want to save my Death Defiance. Which we're not gonna save. Alright. Come on. We should... Oh, no! We should be able to beat this guy, man. This guy is not so hard to be impossible. But we really need to frickin'... Oh, my God. We gotta lock in. We gotta be locked in. We gotta dodge his attacks. We have to dodge. That's it. We simply have to not take damage. That's what it's come to. Problem is this range has like no range. And then I don't want to use this because he doesn't stand still. Like, I'm gonna wait for him to stand still because missing my ult is like having really catastrophic consequences for me. Alright, there we go. That did some damage. Charge up our ult. We're so tiny compared to Cerberus here. Fiona and Cake and AT Adventure Time in general is a great series. Yeah, I hear Adventure Time's really good. I guess my Adventure Time to me is kind of like Naruto, where it's like there's so many episodes. I'm like I don't have the time to like watch all this. That being said, I do know Adventure Time is like, you know, you can watch it without like necessarily following along the overarching story. So yeah, maybe Adventure Time is something you gotta check out. Oh my god, not this attack. Not this attack. Come on, come on, come on, come on. We can do this. We can do this. Just kill him. Just kill him before he kills us. Just kill him before he kills us. Just kill him before he kills us. No! Oh my god. Kill him now. There we go. Thank God. Dead Paradise says NYC and London felt like siblings. I've never been to NYC, so I may be wrong. I've never been to London, so I might be wrong, but I agree with your take. They do seem like, you know, I guess, like, you know, the United Kingdom and America are like the two biggest English-speaking countries in the world, and, you know, NYC and London are their two biggest cities, so it makes sense that they'd be relatable. One Skills of All says, Lower West Side calls to me. You talk about Tribeca, man? Tribeca is a nice place to live if you have like $10 billion. That's for sure. So, the Lower West Side is very nice. It's very, you know, it's very nice. So, I can respect it. Dead Paradise says buying property in a city like NYC or London or Hong Kong is an overpowered investment strategy that needs to get nerfed. Yeah, man. If you bought a house in one of those cities like before the 21st century, you are like rolling in dough right now, because you are not buying a house in New York City or London or, you know, Singapore or Hong Kong anymore. The market is fucking over with that shit unless you have like $10 billion.
Okay.
Tim the Human says, aren't most big metropolitan cities similar? I would agree with that, because I was thinking for a minute about moving to Philadelphia, and then when I actually spent, you know, a few days in Philadelphia, I was like, most of the same problems that are in New York City are in Philadelphia. And then also Philadelphia doesn't have as many good things as New York City, though it does still have, you know, similar good things. What do we want here? What do we want here? This is interesting. Chaos. I feel like it's a bit late to see Chaos. Let's see Demeter. I still, once again, I keep feeling like we need more power, so let's see Demeter. Or Demeter, sorry.
What?
Can't access that. What?
Legions loyal to the Titan of Time yet guard the underworld's major passageways, but remain unaware of certain secret methods of descending deep into the realm.
They didn't see this giant, obvious door right here.
Here goes.
You got some moronic minion. You gotta hire some new henchmen.
The lowest reaches.
Kronos. Which brings me to today's sponsor, Indeed.com. Do you need to hire minions for your kidnapping of the House of Hades? Head to Indeed.com for blah blah blah. I hate those fucking ads, man. I'm trying to enjoy my life. I get a fucking ad for Indeed.com. That shit ruins my fucking like life, man. So I guess I just had to pass that along to everyone else for a second.
Should be a clear path to the house.
Tim the Human says, I was listening to Minecraft Therapy this morning during my shift and honestly helped a lot, LOL. That makes me really happy to hear, man. Like I've been saying all stream, man, I like it really, you know, it helps me to hear that it helps you guys, because you know, I'm glad that we're all feeling this and we're not I'm not so crazy, you're not so crazy, and that, you know, the human experience is, you know, a common shared one, and we're all in this together. We're all going through it, you know. I always think to myself that like everyone's going through something. Everyone's always going through something, man. That is like a hard work. That is a hard won wisdom of adulthood. So yeah.
I can use this.
Glad it helped, Tim the Human. One Skills of All says, in some ways, yes. There's like pages that show so much similarities between like pages that show so much similarities between their tall buildings, especially since they're just long structures made of steel and glass. I always get business accounting software adverts. Dead Paradise. And Base 44. I don't know what those things are, but I'm sure if I heard their ads, it would fucking grind my gears. Yeah, a lot of cities, that's what I'm saying, like, I feel like if I was to move to a different city, you know, even though I don't like New York City, moving to a different city might just give me all the same drawbacks of living in the city, while just, like, not having all the immense public transportation and entertainment that New York City has to offer. So, yeah, man. Choosing where you live as an adult is a really interesting thing, because, like, technically I could live anywhere, right? I could live in London, I could live in Tokyo, I could live in Bangladesh, you know, I could live anywhere, but, it feels like more like, you know, oh, I have to live in, like, a major U.S. city in America. Probably on the East Coast, you know what I mean? So it's like, you know, free will ain't so free as they were hyping it up to.
That's that.
All right. I'm glad we made it this far, man. I would have been disappointed if we lost to Cerberus. Hopefully we could fight Kronos and learn some more about his moveset before we eventually defeat him. I'm going to just say it right now. I don't think we're going to defeat Kronos this stream, especially not without our Death Defiance, but definitely would love to scout out his moves. And you know what? I got to be confident. We are clapping Kronos' ass. I'm coming for you, Kronos. This is the one, man. This is the one. So you better be counting your minutes, man, because the clock is counting down. You motherfucking titan of time. This whole time I haven't been using my casts when I should have been using them a lot more. That's my bad. Don't even start with me, you weird monk guy. Base 44 is some AI shit that'll make a whole website for you. According to One Skills of All, thank you for that knowledge. It is crazy that, like, in the late 2010s, all these no-code startups were getting so much funding, and then AI just came and took their whole lunch. You know what I mean? I wonder where all those no-code startups are at now, man. Because they're kind of pointless in the age of AI. Because now everyone can code. Oh my god, I need to not die. I hate these bags, man. I hate these bags. Let me hit them with my ult, which will help a lot. There we go. Hurry up and kill you. Hurry up and kill you. Die, 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 die. I have to be more aggressive, I'm learning. There we go. Dead Paradise says, Vistas also narrow down your options where you can stay too. That's true. I probably don't. I'm probably not allowed to live in Bangladesh, so you are correct as well for that. But you know what I mean? Like, I could apply for a visa to live in Bangladesh. I'm sure if I really wanted to, I could live in Bangladesh, but you know, I'm too lazy to. You know what I mean? That's also kind of the same reason I don't live in frickin', you know, frickin' Boston or something, is because I'm kind of lazy and I already live in New York City. So it's like, it would be interesting to live in Boston or a different city, but it's, you know, I'm kind of, there's already a lot of momentum keeping me here. Maybe not even momentum, maybe the opposite of momentum, where it's like, you know, I'm already here. There's like a word for that, right? Where it's like the default thing is like, kind of just what people resort is kind of, you know, what people default to. That's like a fallacy or something, right? All right, let's go fight Kronos, like I was saying. One Skills of All says U.S. visas are pretty powerful, though. And she says, and One Skills of All says Boston. Yeah, man, Boston. Boston, I hear good things about Boston. It's cold. That's unfortunate. I hate Boston sports, which is unfortunate. But that's another place that I feel like has like kept some of its weirdness that New York City is losing. Though I'm sure Boston is also getting gentrified and more expensive and blah 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 blah. I don't care about this. This was like the worst thing for us to choose last time. We're gonna give something up. I don't want to give something else, so. Let's take this. And then let's power up, man. Let's power up our I would love to get faster. I would love to get faster. All right. Let's fight motherfucking Kronos. Dead Paradise says inertia. That is exactly the correct word. Plus 50 points to Gryffindor. Thank you, Dead Paradise. Spunkiest123. I was leaning in to read your name. It says, how's it going? NYC is so boring. I feel like NYC is definitely not for everyone. And like I could see how like you would think it's boring. Well, I mean, New York City even has like museums and shit, you know what I mean? I don't think the Met is boring to anyone, man. If you're a human being, you must find the Met interesting, so.
He required a special arrangement.
That being said, New York City is definitely not for everyone. Like, I don't think it's for me right now at this point in my life because, it's very, like, you know, it's aimed towards, like, a very specific type of young person right now, at least, like, the main hypey Instagram version of New York City. It's aimed towards like a very specific type of young person that is not one size fits all. One Skills of All says went there for Harvard, Model UN, and I want to go back so bad. I remember in high school I went to frickin' Boston for MIT Splash, and that was a good time. So yeah, man, something about going to a frickin' university in Boston makes it seem so hype. L3 Mover says, why you stop posting Stanford vids? Because I'm a 28-year-old man. I no longer attend Stanford University. I don't want to be making Stanford videos when I'm 38 and 48 and 58 just because I happen to go there. So, you know, once all of the Stanford content in my brain was mined out, that was it, because I haven't been back to Stanford since then. So there's been no replenishing of the well since then. So that's why. I totally ignored all that lore just now, but see, somehow I dodged that boomerang attack, which is oh, I dodged it there. Let's go. All right, our special is really gonna be useful here. We want to hit them with that. Oh, the frickin' boomerang attack is useless against me, man. I frickin' learned that the boomerang... I was just happened to be in the exact wrong spot to constantly get hit by the boomerang attack. No more, dude. No mas. I honestly don't have good range. My only range is... Oh, see, there's the boomerang. Like, the second I see the boomerang attack, I gotta step back. And let me hit you with this. Let me charge up my boomerang attack as much as I can. Or not my boomerang attack, my ults as much as I can. What the hell? What the hell was that? No, you don't. Dodge it again. Fuck you, motherfucker. Oh, God. I gotta take care of these. This weapon does not have as good range as I thought it did, man. It's, Oh, man, and the boomerang attack. He's just getting my ass with that shit, man. Oh no! I thought he was gonna boomerang attack me, and instead he dash attacked me. Get away from me. Get away from me, man. Personal space, man. Personal space. Alright, we dodged the boomerang attack. I feel like our ult is gonna be our best chance of killing him, which means we just have to constantly charge it up and then try to get him in the circle, man. Alright, just charge up our ult. Charge it up. No! Not the boomerang attack. Not the motherfucking boomerang attack. Alright, stay right there, man. Stay right there. Come back here, come back here, come back here. Stay in that circle, man. No, no, no! Oh, I thought he was gonna... Oh, he still got me, though, right there. Moose! I'm so excited that Moose is pawing my chair. He's like, what's going on, Dad? Are we safe? We're safe, Moose, but I might be about to get beat in this video game. And I'm screaming into the mic, I'm sorry. No, oh, we dodged it. That was great. I'm proud of us, even though we're gonna die soon. I'm proud of us that we dodged that. Let's go, us. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, alright. Get you one of these. Dodge, dodge. We're a few more ults away from getting him. If we could dodge the rest of the attacks and get lucky and hit him with a few ults, we might be able to sneak by. No! Oh! Tragic.
What did you expect would change this time? What happened to your daughter, Hades? I'll ask you nicely, only one last time.
Tragic. We did make it to Kronos, though. I'm glad we fought him. We learned some more about ourselves, about the world of Hades, about you guys in chat. Thank you for being here. We've learned a lot. We're going to play colonist.io next, which is basically bootleg Catan online. Let me see what I missed in chat. Alright, I'll read the rest of chat in a little bit.
Well, look at you.
We're gonna take a break and set up that colonist.io that I was talking about, and we'll be right back, man. That was rough. Alright, we'll be back. See you guys in a little bit. Take a break.
Foi do seu sorriso que encontrei a paz. Alguém que preciso pra não olhar mais pra trás. Foi do seu sorriso que encontrei a paz. Alguém que preciso pra não olhar mais pra trás.
right, everyone. We are just right into it. Playing Colonist IO. If you don't know what Colonist IO is basically bootleg Catan online that you could play multiplayer with your friends. Moose is complaining a lot. Moose, are you gonna let me pick you up, man? He doesn't let me pick him up anymore because he knows that if I pick him up, there's like a 10% chance he's taking a bath, and he hates taking baths. Oh, you guys could see Moose in the little yeah. Say hi to everyone, Moose. Let me catch up on chat while we wait for our... Is it our turn? Is it our turn right now? No. Who are we? We are Hussein 3075. All right, let me catch up on chat. Spunkius 12. Sorry, I realized that there's a chat in the frickin' Colonist IO. I hope these guys don't say anything crazy, because we're fucking live. You know what I mean? All right, what do we want? How do you make this shit? Houses are important. Roads are important. So I think, what do we want, man? They're telling me to put it here. They recommend me, but that's all wheat, man. I don't want all wheat. I feel like this is good. This is good. This is good, man. We'll put it here. And then we have to put do we want to get a guy here? It would be nice to get a guy there. It would be nice to get a guy there too. Moose is, I wonder if you guys can hear Moose complaining. All right, and this is kind of a perfect game for streaming too, because while it's not my turn, I could read chat. So let me read chat. Moose, let me pick you up so you can say hi to chat. No. Say hi to the viewers, Moose. All right, Moose, don't worry. It'll be time soon for playtime and everything after streaming's done. Okay? Spunkius123 says he's coming from Toronto and would not want to be in NYC. I could get that, man. Toronto seems like, the Canadian version of NYC. And from what, just the vibes, I feel like Canada might fit, my vibes for, where I am in life right now more than, New York City. I'm assuming Toronto's, still, a cool city, but, maybe a little less intense than New York City. So that'll be nice. I wanted to be there, man, and he's right next to me. Come on, Toulon 8718. Dead Paradise says, I really hate the 1 hour commute into the center of London. Yeah, he says he lives really far out. I feel like, I live an hour away from the center of Manhattan, and that definitely sucks. That being said, I also wouldn't want to live in the center of Manhattan because it's very crowded and touristy and kind of dirty, you know what I mean? It's I wouldn't really want to live there. So that's what I'm saying. It's there's a lot of pros and cons to living in the city. One Skills of All says, I'd always encourage faster transit to be built unless you're just that far. Yeah, we need where are the frickin' bullet trains? Can they put us in just a tube and shoot us across the Hudson River? Maybe put us in a cannon, shoot us across the Hudson River? One Skills of All is eating dinner. I mean, you're gone by now, but happy dinner, One Skills of All. Dead Paradise says Moose looks like a sweetie. He is a sweetie. He's begging for my attention right now, but he is. You can't, Moose, unless you're gonna let me pick you up, man. Let me pick you up. But if you're not, then the best I could do is give you the pets like this. Spunkius123 says, I would love faster transit, but our premier wants more cars. That would... Yeah, sucks. Man, I feel like cars have kind of like defeated the point of their own existence, which is like it lets you get from like one place to another place faster, right? Which was very useful when oh, I placed my second settlement. I want to place it. We need wheat or rocks because we don't have those. So we're gonna put it probably here, which also gives us another thing here. It gives us a chance to get a road, even though we're missing wheat and we're missing rocks. There's no way we could get both, huh? I feel like wheat is more important than rocks, right? Because you need wheat to make a settlement. So give me this. Smashly says this is taking a long time. Sorry. It's my first time playing in a while. Yeah. Or back to what I was saying about the cars. I feel like the whole point of cars is that like, oh, if I live in like, oh, it's my turn. I gotta do some shit. Let me build some more roads. I could connect these two guys. And then I kind of want to build a road out to here, right? So let's just go ahead. All right. Anyway, what I was saying about the cars is that the benefit of cars is that like before cars were invented, if you wanted to go from like New York to Boston, it would take you like 3 days by like horse, right? And cars make it a lot faster. But now cars have made it. Now, like, parking lots are so huge, like, every suburban small town, you have to drive around because everyone's parking lots and houses and roads are so big that, like, you need a car to get around. So it's like, now it feels like the benefit is now reversed. It's not even the benefit, it's like the thing we've designed our whole society around. Spunkiest123 says, cars are good, but I need transit to get to uni and work since I can't afford a car. Ooh, a robber. I definitely want to hurt as many people as possible. Who's in the lead, man? Probably one of you guys. Honestly, fuck this, then. Yeah, put this here. I'll do that. And we'll go on. Spunkiest says, cars are good, but I need transit to get to uni and work since you can't afford a car. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you and like every 8-year-old doesn't have a car. So it's like people have to, like, if you build the whole society to be built around cars, you're limiting to a very specific amount of people who can get around, especially like in suburbia. You know what I mean? Like when I was living in Mountain View, it's like you can't fucking even walk to the grocery store. You know what I mean? I feel very lucky that in New York City, shit is walkable. I don't even know how motherfuckers live in like other cities, you know what I mean? Because that shit seems very rough. Yeah. Dead Paradise says, do you guys ever go onto Google Maps and just go to random places in other countries and imagine a different timeline where you had lived in that place and spoke the language? It's funny you say that because I was saying in the last stream, like, I wanted to, like, start a series where I just, like, road trip across America on Google Maps. So I definitely think Google Maps is fun. I mean, that's the whole appeal of GeoGuessr, right? Is that is fun. So for sure, man. I definitely think about, like, as you guys could probably tell, I'm Chinese. My family is, like, from China. I think about, like, damn, what if my family never immigrated from China? And, like, I was fucking in China right now. And I was going, like, ni hao, welcome to the stream in Chinese. You know what I mean? And I was on fucking WeChat being like, ni hao, motherfuckers. So it's, I've definitely, all the different lives you could have lived, man. Everyone wants to trade with me in this game. I'm not even looking at it, bro. I don't trust anyone in this game. I feel like we have everything we need to. The only thing we're missing is rock. And we don't need rock to build our settlements or build our roads, which is what we need early game. So fuck everyone else. They can deal with their own shitty settlements. Yeah. No trades. I'm telling you, no trades, man. Spunkiest123 says... Oh, wait. One Skills of All says... He's on his way to... He or she or they are on their way to the dining hall, and there's police outside his neighboring dorm hall. They smoking the ganja, man. The cops getting called. It must be so annoying to be a freaking campus police officer, because it's like you're constantly dealing with bullshit. Like, you're constantly dealing with like adults who are putting themselves in harm's way, and you're like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So I hope that shit gets cleared up, man. Have a good dinner at the dining hall. One Skills of All. Spunkiest123 says his dad drives me to the bus stop since his family lives in the suburbs. And he's lived in 3 countries, or he or she or they have lived in 3 countries already. That's very impressive. I've only lived in 1 country, so good on you. Yeah, driving to the bus, man, is crazy. We gotta have better infrastructure. But, you know, I guess that's the world, man. We live in a car-dependent society. One Skills of All says use Google Earth, not Google Maps 100%. Google Earth is fun too, man. I gotta re-download Google Earth to my computer. Last time I was playing, playing Google Earth was when I was freaking 12. Gotta go back to Google Earth. Bing chilling. Why's up, Beijing? What did John Cena say? He was like, Bing chilling. Bing chilling. I gotta get this rock, man. This rock is so critical for our lives right now, because we have everything except rock, actually. So I really need a freaking 5 to get rolled, man. 5, come on, man. 5s are common. What the hell? Spunkiest123 says the moment I learn French, I'm gonna start traveling to Europe and Africa. Hey, you could travel there without knowing French, too. I plan on visiting Europe, and I do not plan on learning French at any point in my lifetime. I do understand that, you could probably navigate a lot better through Europe and probably have a better experience if you spoke French. So, props to you, man, for trying to learn French. I'm sure your neuroplasticity is off the frickin' charts. Hey, Smashly is a computer now. Damn. He was not willing to wait it out. Come on, we gotta get this one, man. Spunkiest123 says I need to learn French for the CAD Army anyway. The Canadian Army? You're in the Canadian Army, bro? You could, yeah. I'll recruit you to my zombie apocalypse group when the zombie apocalypse hits. I don't want the trade, man. No trades. I am not open for business. I'm hoarding all of that. Dog. Dead Paradise says, I wish I knew French. I was so bad at it at school. I mean, I wish I knew French too. I'm sure I would be bad at French if I ever tried to learn it. Spunkiest123 says, I'm joining as an officer, and all officers need to know French. Respect to you, man. Like I was saying before, someone else was going to Air Force Academy. That takes a lot of discipline to, set that goal for yourself to join, the military. So, respect. I hope, I hope you do well. And, yeah, Canada's all about French, huh? I've visited Montreal a few times, and it was always, I never got used to the bonjour, hello thing. I was like, oh, it really is French up in here. Like, it feels like it honestly feels a little impractical. You know what I mean? Like, I get, you know, obviously it's not about practicality. It's about defending the Quebec culture or whatever. But it's like, it seems a little impractical to, like, you know, teach your kids and speak only French and force everyone to learn a second language. Feels like a lot of brain power that could be used on other stuff, but who knows? They want to give me a lot of stuff. I mean, I will take a... Oh, they didn't trade with me. Fine. I'm losing really hard because I just keep rolling and everyone else keeps building shit, which is not good for me. I gotta roll good, man. Damn. I am absolutely not doing well right now. Spunkiest123 says, see, you went to Montreal, which is in Quebec, which speaks French everywhere else is English. New Brunswick is the only I'm assuming bilingual province here. Yeah, French. Big in Canada. All the stop signs say arrête in Montreal. Are we real? Is this really gonna be like our game? We've done nothing so far. I don't even have a rock, dude. I can't even make that trade even if I wanted to. I still don't have a rock, unfortunately. I bet the other two guys are like, this motherfucker doesn't trade. What the fuck is his problem? Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm playing pretty bad, I think. But I'm also playing casually. Broskies. Let's put it here, why not? And give me a card from the human player. Another fucking sheep. You gotta be fucking with me, dog. I gotta get my way over to one of these ports. Spunkiest123 says there's a lot of history with the French and a bit of ethnic cleansing. Uh-oh. So yeah, they want to protect themselves. Yeah, I haven't read the Wikipedia article on the history, but I do know that there's some history there. So, yeah, everyone's got their own stuff, I guess. I seriously haven't gotten any wheats or any... I've literally got... Not 1-5 has been rolled this whole game. You gotta be joking me, right? I don't have any rocks, dude. I'm sorry. I wish I did. I literally wish I had some rocks. But I don't. So I have to keep smacking deny. Alright, come on. 5. Oh my god. All I had to do was say 5. I should have been doing that earlier. Toulon says, you're the only one with the rock. I have no rocks, bro. Are you talking to me? Spunky says, maybe I trade for bricks. Yeah, I wanted to accept that guy's offer for bricks, but he rescinded it. Maybe I'll do that next time. Who's got a lot of bricks? Red guy, right? Red guy's got a lot of bricks. Try to trade some bricks for him. Oh, I do have 1 brick, though. I do also need... There's no 9s? Oh, the blue. Yeah. Thank you, Toulon. 8716 for rescinding your accusation against me. Toulon 8716, he was asking for bricks. I'm saying, that's what I'm saying, bro. He was asking me for stone, and I was like, I don't got stone, bro. Oh, I'm having a good time streaming. I'm having way too good of a time streaming. I will make this trade. I would love a frickin' wheat, finally. So at least we can make a settlement. Dear 3745, see that I literally just wrote in chat that I don't have rocks, bro. Spunkiest123 says low key since this is time, this is better than real Catan. The timing does help. It would be horrible to like sit here forever. Even with the timer, it still feels a little slow. But at least, you know, at least we're having some forward momentum. Dead Paradise says, I have no clue what is going on. Me either. Basically, we're rolling dice, and then I will make this trade. We're rolling dice, and whatever the dice lands on, if you have a house adjacent to that dice of your color, you get that resource. And then with the resources, you can buy these different things that show you how much they cost in resources. And basically, buying these things gives you points. And once you hit 10 points, you win. That's the gist of it. That being said, I don't really think you need to know what's going on either. I feel like at least when I watch like people play video games, like I watch people play video games that I've never played. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I feel like at least my goal for myself streaming is to make it enjoyable, even if you have no idea what the hell I'm playing on screen. And we also want to get to a port, because if we can get to a port, I believe we could trade 2 rocks for any resource. And if we get to a port, and if we have the longest road, which the computer has right now, we get some points. Spunkiest123 says, do I perchance enjoy MOBAs like League of Legends? I've never played League of Legends. The only MOBA I've ever played, I think, or only MOBA like I enjoy, it was made by Rovio, the same people who made Angry Birds. I forget what the game's called, but it was like basically boat themed MOBA battling for your phone. That was the MOBA I used to play, but no, I'm not too big into MOBAs. But if you have a suggestion, let me know. I probably won't play League because I just don't think League is my vibe. But if you have any suggestions for any games, MOBAs, let me know. Alright, I think our strat is going to be to try and get to here, because at least then our rocks can transform into other things that we need. At least now, also, we have all 4 resources that, or all 5 resources that are possible. So we could actually be quite independent on our own. We don't need everyone else, but we're still working on it. All right, the robber. I actually want to nuke this guy's rock-making capabilities. Or maybe I should, yeah, I want to nuke this guy's rock-making capabilities. And I love getting a wheat for that. And I'm going to continue hoarding all my sheeps and everything. Spunkiest123 says there's a MOBA made by Valve that's like Overwatch and League of Legends called Deadlock. I'll check it out, man. There's a lot of games for me to check out. I got to check out City Skyline, Civ 7, frickin' some Soviet Union game, Dead Island 2, now Deadlock. Certainly, all of these games are on my list to check out, so I appreciate the suggestion. I remember playing like a little bit of Overwatch on the Switch, man, like 5 years after it came out. I was like, I don't think first of all, I don't think the Switch is the right instrument to play this game with, and the second of all, I was like, I think I'm a little late to the to the party with Overwatch in 2021, but it was still a good time. Spunkiest says, "Wait, there's Overwatch on Switch. Stop joking." Not joking. There's Overwatch on Switch. It's on my Switch right now. I have no idea what the player count is, but it is on Switch. I got Fortnite on my Switch too. It's an interesting time for sure. All right, let's keep building out our road. I forget if we need a settlement there, or if it just works if we just have a road leading there, but we'll see. Dead Paradise says, I got into Overwatch when it became free to play. Overwatch became free to play? I had no idea that that happened. But I haven't played in a while. Yeah, I mean, it's Overwatch in the big 2026. I don't think that's really happening anymore. So, yeah. I really need some bricks, so let me try to trade some sheep for some bricks up in here. Actually, can I buy something? No, I need rocks. Sheep for, no, I won't give you a sheep, or I won't give you my last wood. That wood's for me, man. Brick. It's tempting. I will do the brick. Give me the brick. I've accepted the trade. There we go. No, that's it, dog. Dead Paradise says they recently reverted their changes they made to Overwatch, so it's more like 2016 experiences. I didn't know that it was not the 2016 experience when it came to Overwatch, so that's very interesting. Actually, I will accept this, actually. Let's do that trade. We are having some very fruitful trades right now. Alright, and let's roll the dice. Oh, I need to discard 4 cards. Fuck my life. Don't discard this. Discard the sheep, man. And let's move it. Let's, again, fuck over his stone production, man. I'm glad we got that back. Let's build another house here. Even though it's next to a desert, I think increasing our rock production will be really nice. Yeah. I'm going to use the bathroom real quick so y'all can enjoy watching Toulon8716 play, and I'll be right back. Alright, what did I miss? It's already my turn, bro. I gotta build a road for us for sure. That's all I know is I gotta build a road, and let's end our turn. I feel like we're doing better, man. We were falling behind earlier, but you know, our patience is paying off. We're about to. I hope that we don't need to build a settlement here. I do believe as long as we connect, we get the benefit of the port. Oh no, building a settlement. We got to build a settlement here. Fuck. All right, I'm willing to do that too. I'm willing to do that. Hopefully they don't score the points, man. Somehow this guy only has 3 points, which is crazy. I guess we only have 4. Dead Paradise says, yeah, there was quite a big shitstorm with Overwatch when it got rebranded as Overwatch 2 and promised to add a PvE campaign that never came to fruition. I thought Overwatch 2 was like a different game. It was just a rebranding. That's so funny. I thought they actually like made a different game and like released new physical copies of like Overwatch 2. It's funny that that didn't happen, I guess, according to Dead Paradise, but it is sad also that I feel like another reason I never got into Overwatch is cuz like I'm not too big on like multiplayer games. I feel like it seems like it could be a fun single player experience though, you know what I mean? So yeah. I wish they had some PvE too, man. Dead Paradise saying Lamau to something I said. I don't even know what, but thank you. Thank you. He's willing to trade me a brick for anything. I'm willing to do that, man. I'm willing to make that offer. Or make that trade. More wheats, man. Just rolling in the wheat. And we can actually build a settlement here. Let's go. That's really good for us, even though it's really hard for us to get rocks. I'm just glad that we have that. We also might be able to take the longest road. We just need one more road to steal longest road, which will be really nice for us too. Come on. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. We have we've got a lot of different ways to win now. We could get some cards. Really, we need rocks. Like I would love some rocks to upgrade our settlements. Would also, really help us. And of course we can trade rocks for anything. So come on, big threes, big threes. Dead Paradise says, your confusion with Overwatch 2 just shows how Blizzard dropped the ball. Yeah. I mean, it is funny that, it'd be like making fucking Minecraft 2 or frickin' Fortnite 2. It's like, what's even the point? You know what I mean? People are still buying new copies of Minecraft. People are still buying new copies of Fortnite because, like, they're good games and, like, they keep updating them, you know what I mean? So I feel like they should have tried to like have Overwatch be like a brand in the same way Fortnite and Minecraft are. Cause then eventually you're gonna have like Fortnite 5 or something, you know what I mean? Even though it's the same game. I feel like it makes sense to be like, the Elder Scrolls 2, the Elder Scrolls 3, cause they're different games. What's the point of being like Overwatch 2 when it's the same damn game? Dear 3745 in this motherfucking Catan game just loves proposing trades and doing bullshit. I guess it's working out for him because he's tied for the lead. Oh my god, I have to give up 4 cards. Alright, we'll give up 2 of those. We can move the robber somewhere, which is interesting. I kind of want to just keep it there, to be honest, but if we have to move it somewhere, let's move it here, I guess. Yeah. Fuck you. Fuck you, Blue. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. We have 2 settlements on 5s too, which is really nice for us. We're gonna get longest road, which I'm very happy with. And then we'll be close, man. We just need to get some cards or you know, get some of these. Oh, now we're rolling and now all the motherfucking shit is flowing our way. Dead Paradise says the cosmetic monetization Overwatch 2 was so bad. I don't want a rock. Don't give me your rock, man. I don't want to help him win. It was so bad that players said they wanted loot boxes to come back, and they actually brought them back. That's so funny. When the fan base says, fuck it, give us the loot boxes. Yeah. Blizzard, I mean, Blizzard is a like, you know, they've had their fair share of controversy, so I guess all gaming studios have their fair share of controversy, to be honest, so who knows? The game industry seems like a tough place to work, that's for sure. I honestly feel like we should build up there. Alright, we stole the longest road, which I'm really happy with. I feel like we might as well just build another road just to secure it. And now we're going to try and build a settlement here because we get much more, or historically it seems, we've been rolling a lot more 10s and 11s than 5s. So obviously, by the laws of thermodynamics, that's what's going to keep happening. I don't want to help you win, man. So I'm not going to give you any wheats. I am a strong, independent settlement who don't need no trade. This guy just is running away with the army, so no one even... We'll just assume he has, you know, a baseline of 2 points there that we can't steal. Amazing. I knew it. I knew we were going to get those motherfucking trees. It also helps that we've completely surrounded this tree area. Oh no, how did he steal all of our... He got a card that let him steal all of our wheats, man. Even though we were trying to trade it for... He was trying to trade them to us. Man, that's fucked up. Man, that's fucked up. He might win this turn. We'll see, I guess. What's he cooking? Nah, man. This is a tempting trade, but I feel like it's going to help him win. So, nah, man. Nah, he's close. I don't want to help him win. He's my op. I have it, you know. Didn't trade before. Oh, he was just fucking with us, man. He would have won anyway. What the damn hell? That was such an anticlimactic end. Damn. He got a cool third, though. All right. We're going to do some food guesser just to wrap it up. And then that'll be a stream. Man, thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in, chatting, talking. It's, you know, I really appreciate it. It makes streaming fun for me. So thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate you guys. And We'll guess some food and then we'll get out of here, man. So, thank you once. Thank you for the 5th time for being here. Let's see. What is this? Rice noodles, coconut milk, pork, red curry paste. This seems like a Filipino dish, right? Filipino or Vietnamese. But the fact they use like peanuts, coconut milk, red curry paste. I guess it could be Thai too. This is interesting. What country is this from, man? I don't know why, but it just feels like Filipino to me. So let's do Philippines. Nope. All right, let's do Thailand. Mi ka ti. Traditional noodle dish from Laos and northern Thailand. All right, good to know. Just some raw tuna. Steamed rice topped with... The lack of speaking English continues, no matter what we're playing. Topped with thinly sliced raw tuna sashimi. That's Japanese, right? This is either Japanese or Hawaiian, which is America. Come on, give me something hard. Dead Paradise says hearts. Yep, hearts. Gen Z hearts, millennial hearts, as always. appreciate you guys for being here. Chicken and waffles. Why have all the food guessers been all the food guessers? Well, the 2 food guessers we've done on stream are really easy. What's going on? Yeah, and even the median score is really high, so it's not even like we're that good. All right, let's do plate off. I feel like I can be better at plate off because now I know it's all basically visual. It's all visual. Don't even look at the ingredients. Just look at it, and if something looks gross, people probably won't pick it. So yeah, and people and you gotta approach this game with the mindset of someone who likes who eats chicken fingers and fries. People like chicken fingers and fries. Don't like weird noodly dishes like this, man. It freaks them out. They like drunken noodles. This is interesting. This is literally called barfy. Come on, man. Barfy? No way, dude. Banh mi every time. I even though I don't think people who like chicken and waffles would like that, banh mi has. Even if banh mi was against pizza, I would have to pick banh mi because that's how loyal I am to banh mi. Spunkiest says, "Hey, barfy is top. I've never had barfy." Hell yeah, Baxo. I don't know what I wasn't even reading the names because I'm not gonna read the names. That's what. Okay, here's an interesting one, right? Because for me, I think this looks delicious. This looks like some pho. I love pho. I would love to eat this, but I think the average person playing this game who likes to eat chicken tenders and fries doesn't want to drink soup, doesn't want to have all these weird vegetables, doesn't want to eat this weird looking meatball. They'd rather just eat some bread. Oh, and look at that. As soon as I slander them, they got my ass. And now I'm off. Now I'm tilted. Now I'm really tilted because I don't know which one of these is better, man. I'm going to say this one. I got so tilted. That's a stream, guys. Thank y'all so much for being here. I really appreciate it once again. Hope you all have a beautiful rest of your Saturdays. Stay safe. Stay sane. I'll catch you next time. Peace.